The rematch between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin is, as most people are already aware, set for November 21st. It's going to be exciting. Somebody's getting knocked out again. I'm not sure who yet, but that isn't what I want to talk about. What was almost as shocking, or even equally as shocking, as that amazing left uppercut out of nowhere, was the amount of money I learned that Dillian Whyte made. £3.5 million. That is over $4 million. For a guy who has never fought for a world title, never won one, and who I think even for his most ardent fans don't see him as a real threat to the top guys. He doesn't have that potential that gets the public buzzed. And yet, £3.5 million. That is some going. Out of interest, I compared this to Ring Magazine's top 10 pound for pound in the world at the moment. Regardless of how you arrange them, the names in this list must fill most lists. And by my calculations, Whyte's purse against Povetkin, over $4 million, trumps 5 of these guys in terms of their biggest purse. Okay, Naoya Inoue is smaller. And Juan Francisco Estrada is down at super flyweight. So I can appreciate casual fans not being as drawn to them. But then we have Vasily Lomachenko, for me, pound for pound number 1. He's made a bigger purse than him. Errol Spence, up at welterweight, he's made a bigger purse than him. And Artur Beterbiev, he's not a small guy, is he? Unified champ at light heavyweight, a real beast, great to watch. Doesn't have a boring style or anything like that. And yet his biggest purse was $1.5 million against Yovstik, unification. Dillian Whyte made almost 3 times that amount. Crazy talk. Now, I don't begrudge it, because as Teddy Atlas said, these guys are risking their life in there. No, they're not playing snooker. They are punching each other in the head. It is prize fighting. But Dillian Whyte must be looked at as a masterpiece of utilising social media, YouTube and all that, and just really milking him for all he's worth. There has been a narrative built up that, he had been denied a title shot for a while, yes, about 1,000 days for the WBC. But I don't think a lot of people really saw him as a threat. But because he's kind of likeable and people know him, and just through sheer familiarity, I think he brought in some big bucks. So it's crazy. And this second fight is going to be on pay-per-view as well. So, they're going to make additional. Again, I don't begrudge it, but there's something weird and skewed about boxing. Because when you look at long-reigning champions, fighters who have had tough careers, and they have still yet to make $1 million purse. There's something about it that just seems out of whack. But fair play to him, for a guy who started and dabbled in kickboxing, had virtually no amateur experience, and hasn't had that many fights as a pro. He's already a millionaire. Regardless of what happens in the Povetkin rematch, from one perspective, Dillian Whyte has already won.